Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Five weeks come and gone already, and we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He'll cobble together a yard there. And down by Jordan Elliott.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Richardson back to throw. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. Taken in by Downs, left side. Spins out of one side. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Throwing now, Richardson. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here. Richardson now. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Chimere DK on the return. Showing a little burst so far. The return comes to an end, and now let's hear what this flag is all about. Sometimes if it's real quick, doesn't always get caught, but officials in position to see that face mask pull that time. The face mask penalty has him much further up now to begin this drive. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set, left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards, keep your opponent off guard.
Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. 4th down now, trying for the 6 with an option. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. On the ground first, it's a give to Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor again. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
It's not just wide receivers that can write books and want the ball more, Kate. Really elite running backs, when they don't get the number of touches they know that they can produce with, they tend to bark a little bit too. I bet you he gets more carries, a lot more than he did 1 week ago.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. He'll have him 4 and the 1st down as he's brought to a stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Play action with Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 35 yards.
That's another Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 for Richardson. And he's already up to 100 yards for this game. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
To the air on 3rd and long. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will add to their score.
Well, how about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Now on the return, here's DK. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running line. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Go right side is hauled in by DK. It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. That's going to give the Titans a 1st down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Oh boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Defense stopping that last catch behind the line. So here's 3rd and 11. Now Murray. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
It's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Brings it in at the 12. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. Taylor. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Kevin Winstead. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Now Richardson to throw. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis.
A gain of 4 yards.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
It's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Gain of 26 yards there. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That's another.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. It's Richardson. Headed out right. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he gets home. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. And that is touchdown number 20 of his NFL career. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
17. Titans, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. And motion the slot man right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. Here comes 2nd and long. Here's Kyler to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Punt meets him at the 28. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt for the Colts.
And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce and it's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Defender is there to finally make the stop, but not before the play goes for 27. Now it's going to be 1st down, Tennessee. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
He's brought down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Murray's going to throw. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And it's going to be first down Titans.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Murray. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on second down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Murray to throw. And this is another incompletion.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Murray. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Hits a seam at the 40, and he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Colts.
That's good.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. They'll dial up the zone read on 1st and 10. And that zone read goes backwards, Brock. They hand him a loss of 5. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Richardson now on 2nd. To the right and reeled in by Downs. He dodged the tackle. There's the tackle. This play goes for 29 before it, though. And that's going to be good for a Colts first down.
It's a gain of 29. And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Richardson. Left side into the hands of Warren. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
I got a hunch, as busy as this tight end has been here in the first half, this defense, they're going to make some adjustments. And I think it started right there. A whole lot tighter coverage that time.
Richardson. And they come up empty on that 3rd down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is 4th down. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're able to tack on 3 more to this lead before halftime.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Zone read. A give to Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Going on 2nd, Murray. Finds a seam down the middle. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that's going to give the Titans a first down.
22 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Putting a receiver in motion. They're going play action. It's Murray. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Titans. T-Murray DK from 41 yards out.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Slice point after is good. And lead is cut to 13.
Score, Colts 20, Titans 7.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
To Josh Downs. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Now on the return, here's DK. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
DK on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Staying on the ground with Harris. Give him 2 yards. Stop made pretty quickly there. And it's going to be 1st down, Tennessee.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And the
off the play action. Here's Murray. Buying some time right. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. An incompletion sets up 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Pitch out to Harris. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
He gives to Pollard on the option. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. Working quickly here.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now.
And so he needs the call. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position.
It's a turnover.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
So first down from the 41. Taylor trying the left side. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Second down carry for Taylor. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
65 catch. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Throwing deep here for the end zone. To the end zone and out of the end zone. Incomplete. He put way too much on that shot. That means it's fourth down. Man, a little would have done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't make that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert. Right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert, that was a shot, just didn't hit it. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. It's Sauce Gardner on the interception. And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Titans 7. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Now on the return, here's DK. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
A 3-yard pickup.
Going on second, Kyler.
At the 24-yard line.
He intercepts the pass. Kicked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the
47-yard line. From the 47. And he's going to be forced out of bounds with a gain of, looks like about 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6.
Here we go, Titans. Viking 18. Go.
Here's Richardson on 2nd down. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Jermaine Johnson. Had 2 sacks a week ago. Now his first one here today.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Stop, crack all 80. Go, Reed, go.
3rd and long for him here. Caught by Westbrook-Akine. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards.
13 yards.
That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set to go now from the 35.
Warriors 17. Ready, go, check. Jump, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Richardson to throw. That one connects. The stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
2 yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, check, check. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Cougar 19.
Third and goal for Richardson. Oh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Well, this one's interesting, right, Brock? It was a good play overall defensively, but you still come away maybe a little upset knowing a pick would have taken away a field goal try altogether.
And that's what they're thinking defensively, and offensively as a quarterback, you take a big old sigh of relief. Thankful that that mistake didn't cost you points. But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Now on the return, here's DK. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
DK on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
And this one is launched downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, if they would have connected on that one, Brock, that sure would have represented a large chunk of his passing yardage in what's been a pretty quiet game so far.
Yeah, kind of based on how little success they've had and found through the air. Gosh, honestly, Kate, I'm not surprised that one fell to the ground, too.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Let's see here. I think I could do this math. That's now 3 picks in this game and 7 across the last 2 weeks. That is just untenable.
We've set it down from 37.
Come on, come on. Hey. Nike, let's go.
Pitch to Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down behind the line.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Play fake, gets Richardson. And the Titans rush is going to win this rep.
Anthony Richardson.
And it's Joey Bosa.
By Joey Bosa.
And that forces fourth down and 16.
It's fourth down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on third and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Harris on the opening play of the 4th. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Kyler to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Backed up after that penalty. Misses 3rd down. Now Kyler. And this one's going to wind up incomplete. He had him over the middle for a second, but he was muscled off that catch. That brings about 4th down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
This is taken at the 44. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got it, complete to Downs. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
16 yards.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Offense to the line for second down. Now a designed run. Here's Richardson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
The Titans in the nickel for 3rd down. To throw, Richardson. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
Typically by this point, with this kind of lead late in the game, you don't see the ball pushed down the field. Now, there's part of me that kind of likes it because you're giving your backups an opportunity to play. There's also a part of me where you better be careful because I don't think this defense is going to forget it. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Back to throw, Murray. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us. When we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Motion man sent left. They'll air it out on 3rd. They're going to take another shot. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker, that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Back to Taylor on 2nd down. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.